Maybe I gotta bump it. Welcome to our hangout from the small town of Troy, Montana. You should be able to see me in just a second here. There we go. Hello, folks. My name is Earl Teets. I'm the founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach out at Troy, Montana, and it's our blessing to be able to bring you the homebusinesshelper.com. We formed this as a Christian leadership training for home business builders all across the world. Really, if you don't have all the pieces of the puzzle, you're dead in the water when it comes to creating your success. When you look at our industry, it's the most lucrative industry on the planet, more than the oil business or politics. But the problem is 97% of those that are starting out offering you that great ground floor opportunity, promising you the moon, 97% of them fail. They're going to go out of business within the next 6 months, for sure, by 3 years. That's just what the statistics show. So what we're going to share with you is a short PowerPoint presentation. We're going to show you exactly what you need to have all the pieces of the puzzle in one place so you can create success. And after you see the truth, we're just praying that you'd love to run with the truth, and we'll help you create the success that you deserve. Now, I'm going to share a picture here. This gentleman's name is John Maxwell. This is a picture of myself with him. He is one of my heroes in the home business industry. When I was a kid, my big goal was to be an NFL football player. Well, folks, I'm 5'4", and I'm a little less than 150 pounds at that time. You know, I'm a little heavier than that now, but we're working on that. But there's not a whole lot of demand in the NFL for guys that small. Walter Payton was my hero in the NFL, and I wanted to be like that. But home business, folks, is an industry that pays like the NFL. And it's not about kissing somebody's butt or hoping you get positioned in just the right place. If you've got the skills, you got the fundamentals, and you got the truth to run with, the success is impossible to miss. And what we're going to show you here is how to have everything that you need to have that success. Now, I'm not going to mislead you. I'm not going to promise you the moon here. I'm not going to tell you can push a button and get rich. I'm here to tell you it takes money, time, effort, and serious daily commitment to create success on a serious scale. But if you're willing to roll up your sleeves and go to work, I promise you this, from the bottom of my heart, you won't find a better place with the odds better to your favor with help each step of the way to get you there. So let's try this screen share. Now, I'm in Troy, Montana. Our internet is a little slow, so it might be a little bit fuzzy till we get right into the heart of the presentation, but bear with me. It'll be well worth your time. Here, let's see. Here to all of these. I don't know how for sure. And I want this one. To be able to close these out. We're going to try again. I hit the wrong button, folks. Forgive me. I'm sorry. We will get this right. Here we go. I want to put this here. And all right. Should take just a second, and our screen should be up and running right now. Welcome to the Home Business Helper presentation, folks. There's 7 foundational pillars. 3% of the companies that make it, they all had one thing in common. And over 97% of the startup companies today, well, they'll be out of business in 3 years, the majority by 6 months. You deserve success. We're going to show you how to have the odds in your favor, and why not let the truth set you free. Pretty simple. There's no lies, no hype, no secrets or surprises. We're showing you facts, folks. Pillar number 1, a foundation to your success. You have to be able to be high touch. I don't care how fancy the internet ever gets. Your success always depends on your ability to form personal relationships. And when you have a proven system, integrity, with live help, it provides true security. Now, Zig Ziglar says, help others get what they want, and what you desire in your heart will manifest. Jesus Christ said, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. When you understand how to apply these principles in your home business efforts, they'll make you an awful lot of money. It's love that leads the way. Some people get it, some people don't. That's the importance of high touch. Let's look at number 2, our second pillar, high tech. Folks, the age of the internet is young. We've gone from diapers to pull-up pants today. Now, those who do not embrace the internet, well, they're going to miss the largest convergence of wealth building in history of the planet. That's pretty big to miss out on. All businesses need leads. To not teach proven lead generation with your opportunity cuts the very throats of your team. You don't want to do that. Folks, you must have online tools to create your own brand online and get it out there. That's the bottom line of what you got to do to be able to capitalize on the internet with whatever opportunity that you're trying to run with. We're not going to hide that fact from you. We're going to embrace that fact, and we're going to show you exactly how to accomplish what you need to right here at thehomebusinesshelper.com. Let's look at pillar number 3. Pillar number 3 is really simple. Is what you have in demand, and is it in the form of a solution? You see, folks, if you really pay attention to what I'm going to share with you here, solutions are important. People spend money every day on products, but are they buying a solution that helps them solve a problem? That's where the most money's spent. If you don't believe me, turn your television set on, and you see during the biggest football game of the year, the Super Bowl, what do they show? They show all these pills that are not cures, that are full of side effects, even worse than what the people are taking the pills for. And those pills travel through several different segments of life. So they're not cures. They don't guarantee them. And the baby boomers, the largest spending power on the planet, are spending $10 to $30 a day on these pills. So what if you have a natural solution that we cannot call a cure, but has proven results behind it? Wouldn't that be nice? And if that solution was less than $2 per day, wow, that saves you over $10 a day. What does that mean? Folks, that means you've got a product or service that's in demand. Online solutions are huge too. You got to have some kind of online solutions to help people, the how-to part. We have all that here for you. Everything affordable to the masses right here at thehomebusinesshelper.com. Now, when your consumer with no interest in a business has the ability to save over $10 per day, simply transferring the money that they're already spending now to better quality for less money, well, it kills attrition, the biggest income stopper in the industry today. Think about that, folks. That is crucial. Attrition, for those of you that don't know what it is, if you get a home business started this month, you put 10 people in the business this month, on the first of next month, all 10 of them quit. You're going to go find 10 new people. That comes because you're trying to work with a product or service that's not a solution. It's not in demand to the masses, and that's what creates attrition. We, on the health and wellness side, when you look at Paul Zane Pilzer, leading economic forecaster in the world, says health and wellness is where the money's at. So if you're trying to create success, why would you leave that out of the picture? I mean, we're going to talk about 4 major, but there's probably a total of a lot more that we have available. But we're going to mention 4 health and wellness solutions that we have at the Home Business Helper. You look at energy drinks. People are spending more than $3 up to $5.50 a piece on these energy drinks, 2 or 3 of them a day. It's a massive market, expecting to hit over $50 billion a year by the end of this decade. The problem? They're always in the market for having something that's unhealthy. What if you had a natural solution for less than $2? They save money, they get what they want, and they enjoy the results of the product with no side effects. It's pretty simple, isn't it? What about weight loss? What if you could take a mint that had clinical studies behind it to replace a meal with? The 4 basic food groups of a meal, folks, is 12 to 15 bucks just for the 4 basic food groups, just purchasing them. That's not that's not taken into consideration that you still got to cook and prepare the 4 basic food groups. So on the light side, say $12. If you can replace a meal and get what your body needs for nutrition for $2, that saves you $10 a day. That's over $300 a month that you saved on the food bill simply transferring your spending. As you can see, I've mentioned 3 solutions. The 4th one we're going to have a little fun with. The 4th one, I'm a owner of a ministry outreach, so I got to be careful how I word this, but there's a little blue pill out there full of side effects that a person takes to be able to satisfy their spouse, so to speak. And when you've got a solution like that, people spend over $10 a day for this little blue pill and other things like that that are not natural, that have side effects to them that are pretty bad. So as a mountain boy from Troy, Montana, let's have a little fun with this here. Imagine having to make a 911 phone call as a business professional, as an entrepreneur like myself. Imagine having to make this phone call because I spent some money to try out a solution, and now I'm experiencing a side effect on this solution that was more than $10 a day. Hello, this is Earl calling 911. Really, lady, I promise you this is not a prank call, and I'm really sorry to bother you. Please forgive me, but I tried one of these blue pills I saw on TV, went and got a prescription for it, so I could be a better helper to my wife, so to speak. And everything worked great. The problem is I got to speak to a group of 10,000 people in 1 hour. And you know that 4-hour condition they say you're supposed to call for help with? Well, I'm kind of experiencing that. You got to help me. I got to speak to 10,000 people in public in 1 hour. Can you help me? Now, folks, you don't want to make a phone call like that when you got a solution less than $2 a day that's natural. I've just shared with you a way that you can share that with other people as a Christian person without being dirty, without having to feel shameful. I demonstrate this illustration to show you a major trend in motion that you have the ability to capitalize on. And I've mentioned 4 of them in health and wellness, and there's several more available. I've just mentioned 4 of what we have. We have the online tools that the masses need to be able to help themselves out. So that's very, very powerful. Let's look at our next slide, shall we? Pillar number 4 is a stable company that's solid. If they're not stable and solid, you're taking a huge chance of building a huge organization and having it all fall apart because the company didn't start out with what they needed. The opportunities here at the Home Business Helper are debt-free. They're Christian opportunities. They're 100% guaranteed, and they're risk-free. If you spend the money to get started, 40 days later you think you've made a mistake, send everything back to the company for a full refund minus shipping and handling. Now, where is your risk to prepare yourself for the success that you deserve to build your business in your first work quarter? It just makes sense to be able to have risk-free products, risk-free companies, and risk-free business plans. That's just something that makes sense and good business in today's age. The most in demand by the masses is what we bring you, okay? The other thing that you have to look at is the positioning of your company's product or service. From 10% market domination to 80% is critical mass positioning. It's taught in college marketing. And history has proved that the largest fortunes ever created are created during that time slot between 10% market domination and 80%. Here at thehomebusinesshelper.com, the opportunities that we run with are just under that 10% mark. You're one of the first people in the United States or in the world to even know that we exist. You couldn't ask for a better sweet spot and a better time to take action with true facts than right now. The largest fortunes are created when you can capitalize on something, early critical mass. There has to be a 90-day roadmap, folks. Eric Worre, famous author in network marketing, talks about a 90-day blitz. Professional business teachers in entrepreneurship tell you that you've got to have a work plan that's proven out. Plan your work and work your plan through your first work quarter to prove that you got something that's real. If you're showing a business opportunity to a bank, expecting them to lend you money, you got to be able to show them a 90-day roadmap, actually a 5-year roadmap of what it cost you to do business, what you're going to do to earn the money to make the profits happen, and are those profits big enough so the bank will lend you the loan? What I'm talking to you about is common sense, but 90% of the opportunities don't even tell you what you need to have. Folks, as a coach in this industry, you have to have a 90-day roadmap of actions for desired accomplishments completed in writing. If you do not put this 90-day roadmap of actions for desired accomplishments completed in writing, it ensures that you will fail 100% of the time. So myself or any of your other coaches that you're working with us, it's not an ego problem that we want because we want to feel important. We want to see you succeed. And it's important to plan your work and work your plan. If you don't do that, you fail. You should never wonder what next after spending your money to start. Think about that. Have you ever got involved in MLM before, gone to the meeting or seen the presentation over the phone or online? You finally get to the meeting, and what happens? You spend your money, you buy your kit, you go home, and it's the first day after you spent your money to get started, and the first question on your mind is, what next? If that's happened to you, you've been sold a kit. And there's a major difference than being sold a kit and led down a path of success. We don't sell you kits. We lead you to success, which brings us to our next pillar of success. Pillar number 5. Our computer's a little slow here, but you have to have a proven system mapped out. Okay, now this is a disclaimer. It's only a potential example that we're making. No claims here. I got to let you understand that. But I'm showing you something unique that all the other companies hide from you. What are you going to do to make the money? Well, history leaves clues, and success has proven time and time again 5 proper demonstrations with samples each time, 5 days per week. That's a total of 25 hours, still part-time efforts, to total 125 exposures per week, which is 500 a month. That total 1,500 exposures properly with samples in 90 days, your first work quarter. Now is the time to break out your samples. If you need to sample products during a presentation, now's a good time to do that. Now, folks, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to fail 1,380 times to accomplish the success. We're going to spend risk-free under $1,100, so we got adequate samples and the right tools that we need to build our business with. We're going to budget under $300 a month for operation costs monthly, because there's no such thing as a real business that produces thousands of dollars in weekly profits that cost you nothing to run. They all cost money to run. And we can leverage all this on a card. That's how most entrepreneurs do it. Over 95% don't have the money to start, so they leverage it on a credit card. When you're talking about expenses below $1,500 to take off with everything you got, that could be on a credit card for less than $100 a month with some cards. The worst case scenario, about $120 a month. And now you got a $120 monthly payment to pay off your business. When you got a true 90-day roadmap to real income that could potentially pay that investment off over 300%, you got a plan that's real. Do we have that for you? Well, the answer to that question is yes, we sure do. Let's look at pillar number 6. Okay, 100 people. 100 people say no to the business. They're not interested in the business, but yes to a solution that's got the savings. Recognize that fact. That's over $1,000 in monthly residuals for the life of those accounts for people not interested in a home business, but they could use the solution that your home business has to offer. 20 say yes to the business and equip themselves with the samples for their first work quarter number 1. That totals $4,000 in fast start bonuses. 20 need lead generation and online tools as well. That creates $400 in monthly residuals. Folks, there's still 9 other commissions not even mentioned here. Still, we've shown you over $5,400. Not a bad potential return on 25 hours of sweat equity each and every week for 90 days on a risk-free investment of $1,000 to start. Where can you go wrong with that, folks? That is extremely powerful. Let's take a look at our next pillar, shall we? Our next pillar is important. We have to be able to make a difference that counts. That's what I'm all about here at thehomebusinesshelper.com. Our passion is to bring proven work habits, Christian fundamental training that will not fail you to use. We've got A to Z, how-to, recorded video training that's universal to all MLM, affiliate, and internet marketing. Some proceeds from all residual earnings from this particular team will support needy children and spread the gospel around the world. Here at eChildrenofPromise.org, this is an organization that my wife and I found at our church that goes to help needy children in Africa, in a third world country where they don't have nobody to help them out. So you have the ability to adopt a child. I think it's less than $40 a month. See a picture of that child and where your money's going each and every single month. So all the work that we do, building thehomebusinesshelper.com, has proceeds every month that are going to go to help these children so we can make a difference in the lives of others where it counts, which is exactly what we're all about. TheHomeBusinessHelper.com was designed to be universal, so you could take the training that we have and you could study it on our page, TheHomeBusinessHelper.com. You can look at our training station and equip yourself to build a business and create success. If you use what we have and you're with one of the 97% of the startup companies that are going to fail today, we know that you're going to come back to us where you got the tools, you develop the skills that actually made you money, and we're going to be able to help you to create the success that you deserve. It's all about leading with love, and that's the bottom line. We know we got the truth here. We understand at the Home Business Helper that the truth will set you free. So let's look at our last slide here. Should be popping up in just a second. History proves that success leaves clues. When you can dedicate a proven set of habits daily that bring in profits weekly, that is good business practice. Folks, it's not rocket science. It's an exact science. The largest fortunes in history came from the ability to see a solution and take immediate action with that solution. It's your turn today for success. God made you, and He did not make junk. Thanks for taking time to see the truth, folks. Understand, Jesus taught that the truth will set you free. That's what we're all about here at thehomebusinesshelper.com. So with that being said, let's get back to the Google Hangout. Thanks for your time today. Please keep our nation's leaders in your prayers. It will be an honor to help you create the success that you deserve. I look forward to meeting you in person, online, over the phone, or at one of our events.